and any other individuals directly or indirectly implicated. 3. The immediate termination of all illegal mining operations within the premises and jurisdictions of the Assembly. 4. The initiation of disciplinary proceedings and legal prosecution against any official found culpable, regardless of rank or affiliation. 5. An official communique from the Obuasi East Municipal Assembly providing full legal justification, operational details, and clear accounting for any funds or resources derived from the aforementioned activities. We additionally call upon His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Amoakohene to take swift and decisive action to halt further environmental degradation, restore governance credibility, and reinforce the rule of law. This matter is not political. It is a moral and constitutional imperative. Illegal mining continues to destroy our environment, corrodes lawful governance, and erode public confidence in leadership. The concerned citizens of Adansi remains unwavering in our commitment to defend the public interest, uphold transparency, and demand justice for the people of Obuasi and the entire Adansi traditional area. Signed, AC Nature, President, concerned citizens of Adansi, Obuasi, Ashanti region. Anyway, onwa na team anim hey. Onwa anti brofo akese na ochro ye ni nyina no. Ye onchire mu nti en odi ka bo boss ro. Nti krate ya mochro yi. Mo de accord appropriate courtesies. Mo de yaba regional minister ho, mo de bi akọ omampani ho and say all the areas I was say kwa na na say the press na mo jama ya answer.
As it is now no, say when you press release about bunting. You heard say in the coming days, no, in penny 40 year take step. What we intend doing, and I say in the coming days, any response be a best stop it. So air cost no. We are officially going to petition the president. Okay. And then also the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, and then the regional minister as well. All right.
Today, because we are just obeying nim make up be mumpenyi for war and crying any region obeying nim sisi na ekoso.
Say I'm say about since last Monday, and you free I see I can't a home somewhere bebree. It's an unpenny phone nim crowd nim say free Monday by dear anye be crowd no or mati ho asem. And mejidi yesu say
to hear TV this wa aha we Obuasi East Municipal Assembly enim ho and yetu no nti gala no mutu no ho no say me friend say gala o say
galamsey yes pure galamsey. You see also hear the cost of TV you know so interestingly so white building no see hodom no Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine and na see sa building no at the mine Obuasi 4 as examination printing center Obuasi East Assembly
okay.
West France wo mo de
okay
and unti no so we exercise na ekoso no a so go call mining site na ekoso wo hodom no a in the coming days adwuma no ya stop here a dynasty nyina no ebe ye week e ma sa dan nyina na dwiregu
okay
but what even worries us the most and they say sa dan no a cheap the next building the MC's office
Dino mutu ade
that is so
na cheap
the next building I see we no MC no office
okay.
And in fact say MC co officer or nam sa galamsey am na
that's no kwa waji atum say omo na si omuntu ana. That
is the problem we have. In fact what worries us is that we interview now or grantee or one of the sister stations no.
Try we go to interview nimra.
Right,
hold on. My interview now or grantee you know. Na yeba na yatoa so.
You see, anam science na hon tinama adwuma bi o management team no ekoben krom say we need a year IGF for the assembly. Me buy no me predecessor etim the IGF SC a year 6 unit classroom block to pick up at the assembly no was set a record and I need to that record was me break it.
Okay,
so what we did is that one, EPA for my I said Telis is not a very sanite and yet good for human say nipebia ne or nipebia nipa betra according to the EPA report am dey mine ne manoma. So it's very good say obetimia excavate free one more, then you fill it. I know and then the battery environment na be correct for people to live in. So management transfer na me say no. And e be anything. So they started say okay ne say there wire ho no e excavate so that you betimi generate bibi dia ma eye assembly no. So we all agreed. And so when we say adwumade bi ko so assembly ni mo no ma na this very particular agreement in the mass adwumade near there because so it is to generate a fund or get something for some income for the assembly. So be ya yesu ebetimi anya bibi kakra na ya ye bibi dia ma boase man in terms of your friend say IGF from IGF. Na sa particular records in the kakra benya no chenche biare aka obia no na ebetimi because the AGA am a property rate na ye na ye gi no ye timamofo no ho adwum ni ne wanema ne wow fie any sane manoma you also pay something. This is what we call a IGF, internal generated fund. Edidi juma de no
ti we oboase MC oboase East MC na otese workasa no na senka esisi we de nka wabechirim nti
enchiremu no de na nka yara nemum de ye disturbing about this the fact say we municipal chief executive o call mandate ne say obeboa na aban no atimi achieve nia ohwehwe na afenso so de mpuntu nso ebeba but development I also develop a district and as a municipality no and yet by foul means and I say through an illegality sir me ye galamsey na de menya di be free mo no me de akwa could develop the municipality. It is never allowed anywhere. In any case, so tie video now boy no a or as per the EPA's report ya hodom no yes cyanide na was asina sintino otina hodom ma enyeye enti yentu free one yemfa from isi ho. Question is that
cyanide no baby otu nkwa na wo ho
e ho nkwa na wo we feel what do you say as we speak MC's office I was the same land no say EPA for say yetsa hodom ma enyeye no
ho na isi na office
ho na office wo. So question is that the office na otim sisi ya na per the EPA report no obetutu atu agu ana you see enti sa excuse we too flimsy of an excuse for us to accept.
Okay.
And no na yen feel say as concerned citizens no we are not going to allow this. And you see I'm happy ebra yera maboa de sikano a MC at the man so on fan come assembly members in order not for them to oppose near oil no.
Hold on no. Me pese me tibi biase. Say ade na wo ye no legal.
Yeah.
Ena o piskadia ma assembly na. Why then na obeko so come assembly member bia 1000 Ghana cedis. Na chebe ya omo emposu.
That is you see the reason is on say under normal circumstances, assembly be embark on any project, it will have to go to assembly for deliberations.
Yeah.
Now,
so be ampere the bone. So the pan the pan eba the other no say
in any case, granted that a EPA's report that suggests so. Nti say emergency kra you would have to convene assembly more emergency way a modified meeting through the presiding member. A certain percentage of it you are able to call an emergency meeting so that you can whatever it is you deliberate and then you go on to do whatever you want to do. But because a deliberate attempt to illegally mine to amass wealth for yourself.
And not for the assembly.
Not at all.
Illegality and Kebra assembly man different.
At all, because also would generate revenue for the assembly. Venue no exercise no air cost no. There is no revenue generation officer. And I say revenue collector. And I will ma ojina ho. Eye nipa ojina ho also vice adwuma no. The NADMO director Moro Musa.
Ono National Disaster Management organization no ne penny na ono be hwese disaster nsi no.
Yes.
And na also supervises illegality.
Yes, that is so. Now when him on so hwe a friend saying Local Governance Act no 2016. Ohwe Act 936. section 91F. It talks about the fact that member, staff of the assembly no crano. By law, no crano, you are not supposed to be an assembly member or assembly anymore, because there will always be a conflict of interest. If I heard the section 6 for this purpose, for section 6 1B, no, it will talk about the appointees aspect of it, no. And in fact, our 1992 constitution, no, article 284 also says the same thing. And now, or yes, staff of the assembly, man appointment as government appointee, and no mababe no F&A chairman, finance and administration committee chairman, and they are signing no man no supervise this illegality. That is the problem we have, and it is the reason we are calling on the president, because we are very much aware, sir, president, akam yatiase, so omo embark on the fight against galamsey. In any case, senkasadi we kra e kok so nwura bi mu anase ba bi kra betima ka se bi kra nipa kra hu ye, but not right in front of the MC. In fact, so over local level no MC no office no the seat of the president.
Yeah,
he is the representative of the president.
Yeah,
and for him to supervise this exercise, our assembly frontage, na idea yes so worrying for us to show concern.
Okay.
And no, and I sorry say we are calling on the president. We are calling on the Ashanti regional minister, Dr. Mwakohin. Him say young and energetic man. I will bet me. I said the beya said you may do we say no. And name a bit to me. At 2 years. Into the idea, what we are saying is one. The year free and penny for president through Yera Mwakohin Hodom. They say Adianwa Yera William Kofi Azu Aye or Hodomono. We totally disagree because we see it as illegal mining. And therefore, we are calling for a comprehensive forensic audit of the Wadi Kankra Ayeno. Na Obwasemai, Yehun Sadi no illegal in Okrano, and Hunsun so say ne debaye. 2, we are also calling for an independent and impartial investigative body to investigate the MC and any other person who matter.
Okay.
In this case, again, we are also calling on the regional minister. Say immediately now, on making sure say Jumano are coming to a halt. Yemfa Jumedi ni na no emfamre because an illegality is not something that we need to support. Say see a baby develop here in Intino. And then I'm ranting about one so now music chairman or then bit idea from again, ye person omu initiate a disciplinary action against whoever will be found culpable, say or involved or say illegal activity in.
Okay.
And again, because it's an assembly, according to him, or say a assembly management. Why the assembly management? But I'm also blaming the coordinating director. And we'll deal with him as well. We'll write petitions about him to the authority who matter. And meaning say in the coming weeks ahead of us, we are going to put everything on paper. Near the Niema Aqua Coach them and inform and we're also demanding a formal communique from the municipal assembly. Now share the legal backing of the activity now more say EPF one mamo a reporter. That report no enye kukwemu ade. That report can be presented for all of us to see the details of what it says. Oko hono asa area no a designated zone omode babeye what is it? Hostel. E dia ma KUST Obuase branch. Contract no ye dia ma contractor. We are saying that the contractor has delayed the contract because we may see school for no enya baby nyei. Meanwhile, we now hear MC so no o ma mo to galamsey e wo ho no mo. No mo ye wie so on say assassin ufuntum ani wie a. Assassin ba be ye weak because na ho den e sheki. Nti gise wo say jade to ho no for years. E ma nsu to so e wia boso ni enya proper because a dino mba be siasi so no e 5-story building no. E be sinke. Yeah. Enti wo no adwuma na wo ye no dachi nkofo ye ba be si dam nkofo ma bedam no ma be sinke sebe no ma be free o ma be kra just because of wo negligence enunti na yen feel say as concerned citizens about time for us say at this time no you be calling on the president. I feel so no na obeti 2 million na no ekura no ono so na owura no so no esina nan mu no and the regional minister no said the be yo so mo de omo hu bagim na ma sa no a ekoso ni nyina no at the end of the day no ebetimi abrase nti here de me feel say it is not in our personal and as individual interest, but in the interest of the whole the people of Obuasi. It is the reason why we are calling for say abayeno MY and as anima we intimi NC and otherwise, if government representatives at the various constituencies or districts, no, na spearheaded some of these illegalities. Me feel say it is something that we need to as a people, no, rise against it.
Okay, Timbo consensus in no. And I say apart from winning the other concern, but we in a major ones to see
because this comes with an illegality. Issues no has to do with an illegality, no, but yeah, they feel say aban the two me action insa or buy a cran and chair and empire bonus and yankopon and I don't know to succeed, no was mine and succeed. But say Obabi develop or was mine with this kind of mentality. Say me be galamsey na me dia baby developer. In any case, say yes ye you are not ranting him about one crowd sabi you or more illegal mine and this animal man crano. And now so mu feel say be a kwan bi so no enche da no enem ra no enye yin nti no omo yesie enumrem. So what you say?
We call the way they were nimwa.
Exactly. In fact, so be catch say na we are obekwa kofa anwea na dia be kata so na dia yese ya. It is neither here nor there because in fact even if you are doing a responsible mining without certification from Minerals Commission to warrant you or to guarantee say what me yes it makes it an illegality. It makes it an illegality.
Yeah.
It is the reason we are asking this government, our president and our minister, say MC, you know, okay, some no on fine yasem. Me issue before I issued this statement, I confronted him.
Confronted.
Yes. Last Thursday, we had a meeting with Anglo in Enyinem Lodge. I confronted him with this same issue. Thinking say Bianco be family serious, nebia wakaso okay bia baby edru any adipro but he feels that oh enko babia me ana 2 minutes kra me am here police military security na penny after all, you know, but 2 minutes the amount you are in to serve service no a ode ba be maboase man no oboase kra de yetia yi apart from central government common fund bind the brain, you know. Yes, science so ye IGF mobilization and the cost repair. And say obuasi dwedie nom ketenkete ya wo hodom ne ada stores ne sa ne mane wo hodom ntino IGF it minyai. O call some districts ni bi wo hodom apart from central government fund no. Omo hye da ni any proper means of generating even IGF na crowd. And even besides no, o call district enye mining and I say mining communities and our constituencies are. They don't even get any additional revenue. Ebuama mutimi yam puntujuma na yakra de yetia ye. Anglo Gold Ashanti afibia no wosika omutwa ni billions e de ma ye assemblies no. E be your property rate. No
still on to me ye no nti you say okotugala.
I am saying that he is doing that to amass wealth for himself.
Enough for the assembly.
I am saying so because the assembly and you person you generating revenue. How for na JA man? You assembly revenue collectors. Enti so mo kwakoye revenue ayi bia no a revenue collectors no they are there. You titi receipt. You man nyema bia e de yam kuntabuo. Na wo kogina ho no na se car no ba akutu anoma make. Receipt be na ekoso. How do we even monitor that the figures that you be giving to us in future say yes car proceed unyati free mono? How do we even get the you know say sa figures no kra no match what the ode maye no nti here what we are saying is that obuase eda yakoma so enye the position no na sebe haye we support him so obetimi succeed because o failure obuase fail or succeed obuase succeed but the mere fact that obe hide behind the position no and tell us obuase mpuntu nsunti na maneye illegal mining no that we completely disagree.
All right.
And it is the reason we are calling on the president. Inti mesre some media for no so momoyen. Because damase say Kessben for because I am not say ba say ya as concerned citizens for no sabi apart from media for betimi de nyema de be fa so no and I say e be ka brofo kakra de abobo na ya putu nyema together na ye de akono. Eno ye duru hon ma we will be able to put heads together, put words together and then make sure say bit my. But utimi now they call in silencer. results no unya
It's all bubum kakra.
just a woman mansa ni hu no mu nyina ka bi mayen
Anyway.
eno nti na yen yesre se saade no yen hwe ni yi
Okay.
se de be ya ensanso encourage others so na motivating kofo so mamunye bi because sebe o grant se o predecessor through the IGF ultimate to pick up ultimate school dying 2% break his record no. You don't break that record by anasi through illegal activity.
Anyway, ni predecessor no say obetu bi ho no man ko no ba nko benye bi etu.
Ah, ka benye bi etu ni.
Anyway, and I can build the kwaba ba to say si ho no abet.
Anyway. Now one excuse I listened to him on one of your stations Nibia. Now I can say omu sa sanide no e dey free honum. No mu dey telling so. Sa telling no only mining community I won't tiase. Sika pa o.
The otu no.
I tell you. Sika pa. Track ne ba akokwa. Sika do sopu. Say your man penny ba ko say opepepe. Billions. E ho asam ne ye ka wo hodom no.
All right.
Nti ye besre. Yes, yenim say wa ba no. Obeye niema bi a obetimi abo no mine developing on so atimi developing. But to hide behind your friends a development now be use illegal means and I say illegal activity to do that no nti ebesre say yenim say oboase wa BNI for ho omo the report ebe call region they are called national ne ade BNI for what are they doing are they saying they are not aware about what is happening the security agencies are they not aware what are they doing about it even if they are not aware let us grant that omo nya aware for the whole of this week we have been very consistent on radio and television, making our voices loud. Said this is what is happening in our district or in our municipality, and that
right.
Ever since what are they doing about it? Into yesterday, and yesterday, no MC yesterday now unti into yesterday president and the regional minister said and we have said this, and he's on record to have also admitted. And ye can say sadia no yes admission no ye nyintum na sadia wadi kan ye no kra na ye illegal no kra no eno bibia free mu aba eno so hunkuntabu no mebu ye hu ye de bit media ye de abo
your friend say assembly member now reject skano what's your friend saying
your friend no Samuel Abuaje
mampamhwe
in the contact na kra kan
ye be hwese ne be din koma
nti ono no reject sa offer na omode coin
1,000 cities na
because no the reason they say so accept saade no a posterity will judge him na judgment no so no enya positive be negative judgment and until na was say or reject into me here we say no nyina no as consent for no na was here reach out to a lot of people because this is an issue a matter of national interest I was saying nyina no ye de hu jim make sure say ya fight side say the be ya next MC bi badachi a ono so me take advantage say tama MCA buy no otimi be two way the baba ye sa project A or B and that me so no me cost na me mfanye say yes sir emma o minus so no entimi enko nanim tie de we are saying say you Samuel Abuaje do na friend Tanko honorable Tanko ono ya assembly member for Mampawhe electoral area ono na nyankopon ka asedanka nyankopon say otimi yi no ho si ho no mo say sa sika no de whether rain or shine no he's never going to accept it amasa adi we say no ye nyina na yetimi de ho agimu a ye boa se de be bitima ye no now we were coordinating director as per what MC Ekai no saying that management decision now say technocrats mo ho no ma mo ye heads of department munyina no per the MC Eka no munyina mo ka sa galamsey architect na ye CDC ho no ho nti e be se coordinating director no se saade no a ekoso no per the MC yaka no na say omunyina directly involved I be say free na ekoi omunyai but not say omujai keke aban hu mpanimfo mfrɛ wo mo na asotwe bi e wo ho no mu bia no omfa omo ne make sure say e be deterrent to others so atimi aboa
we president Anthony Kofi Nature and oten kan be da se
na ma me champanimfo bia eja me free obo ase ba na omo ehwe me me baba akon wo Accra Matters but now on my many for it for the more head and then and a minia quasi frimpon on also one crying on also be channel if you boaje who do boasia so food joint maybe a bit demand what to other baba was mon frame but number if you boajo tutuka I'm almost mwako afili or honum kakra minia morrison wa adansia krofom and afin so no Jones guru apini bonsek fan club or boase me champion for near akani na menu yima opon nom ne adum nyina no me chia wo nyina so.
All right, o message bi ha.
Right.
Say, greetings, KOD. The gentleman in your studio is my student. He is brave and courageous. This is what I've seen in him. Abraham Wagona.
Okay.
See, student no. Ono Eddie or Diabano. No. Yeah, sir, ye ne a year mamprahwe. Oh,
yeah, mamprahwe.
Friends, assembly member or hono. Ebedi and Komo. Na ono so the side of the issue no. Wama ye hunu na yako hwenti. We a ye mamprahwe. Mampamhwe.
Yeah.
A year assembly member Samuel, Honorable Samuel Abwaji.
That's right.
Ewa homano so. Honorable, good evening. Naboko de. Ede nyame ase. Na masamli ne ho aba asem yo. What masamli ne ho aba asem what? Municipality. And yet ne say monni moyam si mutu gala ewo aye assembly nanim ho pe na we 1000 cities square mo bia wona chese wanye kire mu e de na asi. Momo ni mo hwe. Hold on na omo mo je 1000 eh. Okay. Okay. Meaning say mokra na monyawe no so de 1000 abrɛ mu nti wo ma moji yakro mu nim 1000 and said de tie de omode yakro mu nim. Wow. Wow. Enti aba na say meaning say this time around the consensus of dancing no many abre assembly members no mate na mate a e de no mokafa ho. I see. I see. Wow. Wow. Ti chese mokra na sama famase. Yay! Ma dance mo na egu abonten. ena ya be ma mo 1000 times di onum ase anase wanwene sebi wanwan kwa akiri no wono waje awasa ne se munim se bia awufo pie apai no no wanya bie na wodi wona sebi umma wadwene ekọ ho na aka se da memma sa ho asem eyi enye sa. Okay, I see. Right. Right. Enti honorable, ye fancy ya beda se. Na yen chire because galamsey ne de. Ye ne aban nyina ne ye ko. Enti baby obekọ akodu no. So no kran sa gina me de meti he me nsa nyene. Ye be ko ne yakọ anim. Me da se pa honorable. All right. Nti we honorable Samuel Abuaje, assembly man for mampamhwe mbwa. Mampamhwe ena otise nti
o se me feel say ki o de o se sade we BNI for and security agencies in Accra no investigate MCA no. You see the MCA the assembly member has
someone no ya for back door.
Yes.
Omo nya we.
Yes.
Ena ode amomo. Na so mo hu si etu ho do mo musa ho asem.
That is the point. You see omo kra no I think say o fear na ye dey bibisa be show some to the uncle assembly hall recently no kra no.
Onim de ekoso.
It is why Mr. questions are.
Anyway.
What exactly is happening until we investigated and san ye kwakọ reach baby a sa assembly members here or mo agigi bi no mo rejecting ade bi ne kra no because nim say ade e ba no also to be enough evidence to back the point you're making until the here best no and say the honorable we cry asa kan is a confirmation of the fact that MC ya momu sika bia or not the what me rejecting it. What was the sika for?
And I say, yeah.
Was it not intended to bribe them?
And I say, also, according to us, no.
That is into a much fan.
To the Akano. Because of the year,
saying
the issue is that more yen and more to a chafa, and some of the boy assembly.
That is so. Is it?
And to Mochafan expressing
you the MC is on record to have admitted. So the generating revenue to develop the municipality. So question is. Afei na say ye chesika no disburse the man kofo no assembly no mo se mo de ba be ye puntudwuma no chefa no ewo he na say mo ye sa de no na mo ankasa no ma che de ma mo ho and that is why we are challenging the MC say sa sika na watuatua de ma assembly members na members ni bi no matnya ba out abe confirm no ye be say mpanimfo emfre because we see that as bribery. Na ekwan ofa so a oyes ade no yam bring into book.
All right.
Na fe so sa ne ma na ekoso no nyina ontimi enyai efamra wieye.
All right.
Na mahu sa me lecture na na woka no yura Mr. Abraham mahu sa wa chat mo ase me dan ase pass wo hwe me nua ba ye Messi so kasa free ye nkoko area ho no ko visa me e wo boase em se ne de boase fo no ehwe mo pa me nua ye opo mu nyina
no boase de station ba ko pa
ya sem ketwa ya ye ho no ma na ye chinchim ye yin nyina na ye de ku Kessben go a nti ye da maso for the opportunity me nua ba ko me cousin crack friend saying Emua Atamua or assembly member Collins ewo Kwabena in the Memphis West constituency Asenkrigwa area Mechano and area Martin Luther also your communications member or your mantem.
Thank you very much Anthony Kofi Nature AC Nature
Mechano na no dance memo
mojoso
because ye man dia mo
boy juma nyame
come do biase for so for you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a power right enti
join the crusade no
now some of them me feel the titiri nyina o
Mr. Abraham or businessman too.
I see
or mathematics brutal.
I see. That's it. Aba bio ye to adwumadie no so ha na afi ye de efe to so mienu democracy na de ato so e de amamo na some messages so message abeti de 0551599933 na yensa kana afi ye di enkomo e de afana se enkomo twitwa beba na yenso akenkan amamfo ate de ode eba no from now till approximately 9 o'clock ye hwe Ghana ene Ghana ho ensem yakɔhwɛ ɔboase ene mpɔtamu adie eka Ghana ho de na Yababa Ghana and then dear and so the rest of Ghana and who and some eba. Yame Aya Duma Honorable Ambrose Amwa Asha Ono Ewaha Ono a formal DCM Upper Dentra West and a member of the National Democratic Congress communication team Owaha. Honorable Kwadwo Bediako Banahene, a former DC in Suta ewo MPP in Penso ono so ewo ha. Professor Smart ono so beba Professor Smart Sapon, a Director Research Innovations and Development or KSTU ono so ebeba na afe Dr. Aaron Kuma ono a lecturer ewo Amstead ono so ebepim ewo fidum ha na afe ye di enkomo no eye ye hwe the mid-year budget review as presented by the finance minister na afe ye di enho enkomo enso ewo ha issues awodo bebre ena ewo ha no ma ye ba beka ho ensem the mid-year financial review of the National Democratic Congress abaya ene waba ababetna so no yede eho ensem enso ede ebepro enso de ensem ena epiemu enso ehonom ye boso a ohwe abe 10 key takeaways a yebetimi ahwe ewo financial review media financial review no na say ena etie oma amampeni and request for extra fund eno eyade bakwa epim ewo ho. Public debts are dropped to by 113.7 billion Ghana cedis eno epim ewo ha. Afei 1.6 billion revenue ena okoye port na eyaye eno so ewo hanom. Afei oko eye infrastructure audit, forensic audit ede ahwe 55 stalled infrastructural projects and also AP our report after 150 million in unearned salary identify we ghost names and cronibano about 150 million and who ensensem and aba bepim ho ghost names mu sanso and separated staff and also who ensem kaboma 150 million and no APM afei 24 projects to be completed in 2028 aban eka ho ensem 24 projects no hospitals wom schools wom akwan wom markets wom and bi ho no ma 70% and ye wie so by 2028 and no obewie ho ensem second fund ya set up say ya de behwe say ekadodo a Ghana ye de no eno so ebedi ehu adwuma na efe aboa ama yetimi etua afi domestic borrowing requirement reduced eno aban say wo bobo besia wo Ghana for ho na afi eno ya revising it down from 64.1 billion to 59.8 billion. We Dr. Kessel Atofos and Samam or the two just when you by say your market conditions etimi improve and a treasury bill no so and some treasury bill no so abafom and no some or energy sector levy etimi a generate 2.9 billion cedis and more. We know ensem ewa hanum say ohwe energy sector levy na and is kedi abre ye mine 2.9 billion Ghana cedis any a train and afei Ghana's credit rating and also improve bekaya na your junk status say aba B- and also okan ho ensem bebre we something can key giveaways and as takeaways and ho ensem and yede abre yebeshen komodwetwe ne so Honorable Ambrose ewaha ti yene ne behase ansa na omomaka no aba beto so enso ede but before that no mienko na yenko hwe the finance minister ensem ne bi odi to dwatitu efa COVID-19 levy obekaya in the run-up to the 2024 elections. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then candidate Mahama for the National Democratic Congress, make a promise say oba some taxes and levies obey every honum. Some of them were ye a bio honoma and koye ebi any COVID-19 levy ya ene emfiri. But according to the Minister for Finance, Nyame Aduma, October saw the 2026 budget no review budget statement na eba no obeye free nkotie nsama the Honorable Finance Minister Edutudwa efa ho.
The Ministry of Finance hopes to complete this process by September 2025, prepare a new VAT bill by October 2025, and submit same to Parliament as part of the 2026 budget statement. Mr. Speaker, I would like to reassure the people of Ghana that at the minimum, the following will happen as part of the VAT Act. Amendment Bill. Mr. Speaker, COVID levy will be abolished. The effective VAT rate will be reduced. The punitive cascading effect of the GET Fund and NHIS levy will be removed. VAT flat rate will be removed. And a unified VAT rate will be implemented. The VAT registration threshold will be increased to exempt small and micro businesses, and compliance will be improved through public education, awareness creation, and the introduction of fiscal electronic devices will be deployed. So, Speaker, I now take you to expenditure. The Ministry of Finance hopes to complete this process by September 2025, prepare a new VAT bill by October 2025, and submit same to Parliament as part of the 2026 budget statement. So, Speaker, I would like to reassure the people of Ghana that at the minimum, the following will happen as part of the VAT Act.
The Finance Minister, Dr. Kessben Atoforsen, and artist or the ensign. His Excellency Omampeni John Dramani Mahama, or reflecting on His Excellency, the former President, Professor John Evans at Mills, Obekaya. And Cheye and Omoyen lectures ni birthday ni nkron benyina okokasa wase na okansem efa leadership ho se ka leadership about legacy na nye sebi status we mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nsema odi tudwa nti nsema odi tudwa na emra.
Increasingly impatient, increasingly loud, and sometimes careless with truth. Professor Mills's life reminds us of the power of stillness, strength in gentleness, and the enduring force of quiet conviction. Today, our country faces many challenges. We inherited an economy in deep distress. We face social divisions that threaten our cohesion and a growing weariness among our people. But if there's one lesson we draw from the life of President Mills, it is that no challenge is insurmountable. When we lead with integrity, when we listen with empathy, and when we govern with principle. It is that lesson that I strive to follow in the reset agenda that we have adopted. So let me say for emphasis that our reset agenda today rests on the foundation of the Better Ghana agenda that was laid by Professor J.E.A. Mills. Asumdwe Park is not just a final resting place, it is a national symbol, a living reminder of what our politics can be and must become. It calls to us to lower our voices and elevate our purpose. It calls on us to be kinder and more accountable, and to remember that in the end, leadership is about legacy, and it's not to be found in statues or slogans, but in the lives of the people that we touch and the examples that we...
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Mahama, and Otise Ode Ensem Etudwa Edefa, the former President Awenyan Baby Echo, Professor John Evans at Mills, Ensem Enono. Right, Mama Honorable Ambrose Asha Akwaba. Abo. Good evening.
Mpacho, good evening.
Now where?
Onyansa bo akwa nyame adaroma. Moja die mo afurusane enti.
Yede nyame asipa. Right. Zoom in straight away now. Maminti will take just briefly on the media budget review. Now for specific review, Honma.
Oh, I think it's a constitutional requirement. On say, Odi can present the main budget for the 2025 financial year. Na ehwa be hia say sakraya na say mmere bebre no nke bi obe hia sika bi dia ka ho aye akohoma sika dia ma oman Ghana. O say okọ parliament na odi koto omanim senia. Mra hye badwafo nso be ma ne kwan na wanya foforo e dia ka ho. Already okọ no say won hia sika bi abio. Na emom enwuma bi na opese o kirikiri mu kire Ghana for ma Ghana for etiase. Anti enya bibia enwanwa is a routine practice by every Minister of Finance as required by the Constitution. Na enwa na oyeye no. De enwanwa ho ni se bibia chesa ba papa ba enwuma nyina ekoso bibia kama. Yenye heaven na yewo yeni odem bebre na emom wo hwe bibia yekono a ekire pefesi na nkwan paso. Akase omanfo de mpa abo beta echi na ban so aye de bebo omanfo. Naga na etimi afan into my preference. All you know, and I think say
it was okay.
It was a good exercise.
Right. What different now this medium big budget review from previous ones? Difference ben na hu bom.
Mi hu bebre. Na bebre na mi hu ni wo the substance of the presentation ni mo. Me pese me kan about the optics. Minority walk out no kan. I know the more right so on better than on walk out. But the many so na ema many G bebre nsachira ya aba bosome insia ene ensumo ke odi won say ohwa baby anaga na gina nsa na yekoto aba December 2024 no na enye sene odi kan ye no say omanya na international rating agencies bi say Moody's ne Fitch Solutions any S&P Standard & Poor mu nyina aka se yesika 7 nye na yesika 7 nye nti yentimi ntua eka yede na ohwe bosome be se enso ntem ene yetimi tua yeka minister no kasa na ohwe ya yewo payment obligations bia was September obeye 10 billion wadi kan aye 10 billion Ghana cedis as part of bonds or also omedima pensioners. Waka say 2026 omobeye around 50 billion Ghana cedis. Na atwaso akọ senior DDP no kire no. So oman na ho de ne ma ya intimi ntuetu ayeka. Enti na ahwe the same rating agencies moving and free risk default ARD. Edi aba B omedi aba B with a positive B minus with a positive outlook. Actually say ya hoodin say the betu ya ka na ekwa anim oti we ya na ohwe sene oman ne adwuma na ye nigisem de ma oman Ghana say yetimi atu sa na mo no ohwe say yesika nso a eye CD no na hoodin no ekosoro year to date every January abepem sa abre no akosoro be say wa hanchichemu aduana mienu akiripo ensia wo de wa dollar ni titiri ni ho a but the aka ni nyina no wo de wa ni pound ne de keka ho ni nyina no e be se wa hanchichemu aduanan e che se yesidi na ho de no apaja payi edi nsunsun aso papa e de abre yen because the aya man ni say yen national debt e ka abanda da ni dija yen anenka ye be se 726.29 billion Ghana cedis no aba be se 613 billion Ghana cedis enya a reduction of almost 113 billion Ghana cedis e say cedi no ahode ne kosoro ama eka ye de no say aya yetua no in dollars the cedi na ahode na kosoro dollar na ahode na ba form no ama national debt no eso ate at the papa almost 18%. Okay ya dia ebi nheda nsi o Ghana da enti wo hwe sa figures ni anamo a aban na tu ni nyame adom ba bia Ghana abegina madwen kirem se ya dia se yetimi afa sa kwan na so akoyani mu a ebetimi aboa yen bebre just imagine say yesika emre bi anka atwam no nanka wiase afa na nyina ukoyi Sri Lanka fo Europe no free ho a yesika na nanka eye ball akora enye enne yesika no titiri win April wiase afa na nyina sika kuo ba kwa efre no Bloomberg no e de beto Ghana fo anim say the Ghanaian cedi was the best performing currency in the world, especially in April. Say subsequent month in May, no month in May, be the second best performing currency. the biggest rebound in 60 years. This is the first time in 60 years you see kano atiato na ho de akofo mo a asanya ho de asan gina ne na so sa. Enti enuma bebre wo media budget no ho akeu de ayade a enwanwa. Wo mo enim sikasem totoye no aka se enye de ye kanu na ehia. Na mom say betimi agina ho na sustain over a long period na ne ehia. Yempa boni say aban betimi amma we no are sustainable na enye one off they say the durum bi a aya ye hu no na aboa ma businesses ne ahoto so aba o man mu senia ye hu no enti ehon na ye me da ye me nwanwa enye sa de a the presentation will normally be a routine KOD
enya de fufuru bia
oh no presentation the time bia
but now obeka says 5, 6, 7 months e de be in particular na mo ye ya enti amasidi na gina yemfa credit nyina mamo. Somebody is trying to say about dada na otwa before be free so no na watoto niema no mo build on ansa na mbegina be bia mugina no
aya na enwa MPP for cancer aya ne omo nyi akinye se omo nso sebi omo nso omo ya amanyosem enti de omo be kan ma on party aya akono de
enti kan omo kan ma on party aya akono
oh omo cancer we don't begrudge them I mean sometimes I say but me chiro de enti a ya ye bibia e ya de enwa tem bia ya na omo ka so policy ben na mo aye enti a mo we nyina mo bom ho safo hine no nkeka ho ade we maka ho asem bibre na I'm very passionate about it hwe na ye wo ade bia na bebo ani na ye hu se e bebo aye ye gold
okay
about so what you say uni say enka under normal circumstances no yi ye currency as the regular means of payment no nkeka ho free ho gold is very, very important. Or maybe we are see bia okipu gold at the support to the economy. And I hear who say, okay, you gold na ye two Ghana hano. Bebre no enyunu fan China sikano emaye ho. In the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and maybe a trim na omuto gold from small scale miners. So, of course, Bank of Ghana for ye. And the parent company, a friend of PMMC, Precious Minerals Marketing Company, no, almost a year. And here, what and you make one crabby and a private individuals meeting a to good, they call Abruchi. Titu and crank from the good in Quabuchi Cotonwa. Sika manonisi can be free mo abano, a cat or one casa. But also what I say. Abawe, a buy, no. The Oman Penny John Dramani Mamma near DC for ye can't your manifesto, and said, Debbie. Ye better say gold, no. Nisika manone de no enwunu e fa nchen emma me emfa mo oman no ho bra no ye be chi ni nyina de agina fa ko enti ye say ye the gold board aba act 1140 e de aba ba e de aba ni say ye de ba beto gold a free small scale miners so ye de to gold no a ye de gold no be ko amanone na amanone ni sika no ye de aba be boa ma ye si di no agina brani we na nya de na bi ho. And this is akin to what Cocoa Board does.
Okay.
That Cocoa Board always became a monopoly in terms of the purchase of cocoa and the sale of same. And even with the export and generation of revenue for same. And you see the gold board na ba na mo aye to no. And the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources on top gold bill. Bank of Ghana there or in respect of large scale mining companies and some small scale mining companies. But ankra no musu tobi no omu nyina nya bio. And the gold ni nyina ye piani nyina be gold board for anim. Gold board for the akọ amanone akoton. Omu koton ni enyi sika no a ye dey abegu Bank of Ghana na dey support yesidi no.
Okay.
We nye policy a emu odu a support yensidi no a me hunu de emu odu bio. Number 2. Ohwe budget we ya on. A budget a chechirebo because situation about we beto ye no na or say oye nyoma a chechirebo send ye be ya ye expenditure enya dia ebekosoro and it's a clear cut policy say ya ye a contractionary measure and also say the friend no a tight fiscal policy send ye be ya yen say sika bebre ye be boaboa kakra na ye wona no na ye si di no aye strong. Enti se obi ka se yemfa policy bia emma ya meti ase enye won se omo anim sika mu no aka kire ye se afiu se abasa komu ni nkita hodie sronko e wo Bank of Ghana ya ban bank ba tan no ani ministry no entem won se Ministry of Finance ne behwe fiscal policy amongst others. Bank of Ghana now have monetary policy. Omumi no so mutumi to abasako mu sene ebe ya omohyehyeye no ebebo oman no. Omo enim sika mu say first ya na MPP aban no ho no sa abasako mu to no na nya ade ana e wo ho. Sisi a yehu sa ade no. But you so what you say. Enti wo hwe forex auction aban ne ya direct and complete. Because direct and complete aban no make sure say sika no there was a ecosystem ni mu no na ecosystem ni mu se ne be ya enfa inflation in mana any store system no enti monetary policy and the management office in itself no special policy a wan hwe ya hu enti se enuanu ka so ye hunu bibi sunku bi ndisi fo aya amma economy no agina ne national ne kotodwoma edin e bi a sebe mesremika omo pese omo be kanogre a chere Ghana for but surely about we to an amount, a bebo ama esika a general brand. And the one gold board a key factor. The second one, your friend is a policy in respect of tightening the fiscal space. And now oceans are hold are buying, you know, and also one of them. And now here, Aban so making sure say you see cannot to tell I'm kind I actually share or share budget here era at forcing a debaya. Your friend no primary balance no about in any bu say 0.4% of GDP and no kind budget na 1.1% of GDP abro the near me can surplus no do you know what it means primary balance no the brony friend no expenditure your friend is a income o sika wunya uko yi wo expenditure e free mu na we interest payment free mu say a positive for primary balance no negative for negative a positive for surplus. Yeah, primary balance here 1.1% of GDP against 0.4% as projected. A chance a buy sika onya any senior spending sika no. What the one who and I'm not going to pepe.
All right, 6 months, 7 months. That's what you're saying. There'll be essay. How long can you hold it there? Because you see, I buy and spend it. How do we balance it? And
okay, don't can say we.
Oh, I'm able to question.
Who's this? See, I buy and spend it. I spend it that.
No, there also I checkable. See, obey coin, obey BM contractors and as if for obey your music can. That is what I'm talking about.
No, my checkable doesn't mean say I buy and spend it. The men can say why you remove the why you remove the but see I buy and spend ya.
There may be person saying in some begu because we be na we be a project no and nay 5,000 kilometers of routes or say abandoned projects and was say utia kano any other and no babe can that is what I'm looking at
no say revenue subeba one say Mami Sanchez remove you, Miss Lawana in 90s. Madika catcher say, a cow my way dinner. Then a kufa the neighbor me Eddie Giant. Now around 721.21 billion Ghana cedis. Minoka says, Sansa city no more than no ecosurunti. About almost 613 billion Ghana cedis. Okay. A 130 billion Ghana city reduction, 18% reduction. Yeah. But also what I say, and the end that I didn't. I had a above form. The son say that in above form. Once I in credit rating, so I improve. I got B- with a positive outlook. Yeah. A treasure in there. You bet me I call Abontia Cope. I compare your friend is Jessica. And you want say you're at to force and say, Oko heard the Public Financial Management Act now. I say Oko kind section 39 1 to 3. I say I was say a be dear friend sinking fund. I buy no this be good sinking fund him. What do you tria ye can? Na yen debt no eba form no na otimi call euro bond market so e ko gisika e de be bon man ho bra enti no euro to force kan specifically say ye be call euro bond market agisika na dia support your budget but just what you say enti aban be project bebre but obe pesi council aba be kan ho me etu anamo enti na me ka kire wo say as a student of political economy no question me busa ni say ye betimi ayiri mu na ya sustain den this is support asem no tester no or kan no ayo be a concern see ehun ni say na emom see betumi ama na gire mu peme akoyanim mire bebre no ene na ye bompa say aban betu ho ne ogire say aban betumi otu sa na mo.
Thank you very much. My Professor Smasapon akwaba prof na boko de yami adum ye ho ye pa na ye hwe media budget review no maminti overview kitwe bi ansa na ye gwum na ye din komo ni ye
very well mechia menua honorable mechia me chrome ni ma de nyina ofi no ana o come ho
okay mosa so
in fact ko wasa mampon kra de a je se wa fa ne die mu asa na wa ba besi enti me manajo e ma mpanimfo a honorable for mienu na
honorable for mienu ha
honorable in Suta Kwama before so na honorable Apadenchra West enti me mama jo pa ma yetiefo ne ahwefo nso ajo finance minister I mean na so ye under the constitution wa ye yes mra ne se edu mfimfini ba bia so bebo parliament amane ne ekoso na se obehia sika foforo bia wasre na parliament approve amana da kobo man ne ho bra. Fortunately, ni die obaye wa maybe say sika fufuru pia. Senia yenimu no ha. Or the amaniebo over the past 6 months, 7 months na or the babe 2 yenim. Ni nyina ye. In fact, say economy ni ya say wo susudua ye de hwe. Susudua no bi wo hono mu a eye positive. Ebi nso ho no mu a enye positive. A negative ne, but my friend no enye positive because I mean say we are in early days yet. In fact, first 6 months there some of the things will have to give itself some time. In America no say no. Say a year economy be ya some of the indicators are in the exchange rate to saying the inflation to saying no ka primary balance to saying index of economic activities near say nyuma semo koso anase and at the productive sector no ho ye din anase de kakra ho ana bibi services ne ade tonaton ne ade jom to say kind of ne sa ne manema no employment unemployment because sabe bibi bia fa pemba be wie se ebe ma mabunu na gya adwuma ye na binti one of the very very big indicators of a successful economy and a stable economy job openings say timi kwanya bebiri da ho ma manfo nya adwuma ye ni ade na afi waba cost of doing business this animal standard of living say na nti se nyina ye nim sa na mai standard of living sabe it is not increasing at an increasing rate so it is increasing at a decreasing rate because sabe if you are say na inflation in almost 23 or so percent and then in 13.7% near day. Inti chese niema buon nyanshe dante ma form. But fronson kosro. In fact, if there is anything at all, it's increasing. The rate at which a jom niema buo e kosro no, it's rather decreasing. Okay. So the way uche mbatwe nye.
Niema buo esro kono. Etiba form.
Niema buo esro kono.
Etiba form.
Enti senanka cement every me fan say 93 cedi emra mampani akufado hand over na ekokodu 135 cedi ene eba ebi at say 100 nam say 120 bibisa na mete honorable road minister minia governance agbojanka na we issue data is say osre cement manufacturing so muhwe no mania mamra from ti senka every 135 no ekoye na senka say eko 140 na but tiba form sa na kire nti that inflation adino for me it shows that the economy is doing well. Okay. Maybe you know stability yet, and I tread cautiously because and now say finance minister I can say the economy is stable. Unfortunately for our republic, Kwabena, the economy is stable. That
also stable. Also, we are not out of the woods yet.
Of course.
But a yara, you get there.
Oh yeah, dear. And I make a say, for example, check the inflation, and nothing will tell you say a year. Okay. I took notice of Minia Dr. Kessel Asamoka and no say Nanka initially the budget first one or the buy no expect to say be a single day get inflation by close of the year. And route and revision not the buy no and rechi the revision not the buy no I say we're revising upwards.
No, can say a read by the year 11 point something. And
rechi. But the main budget okay, now all projected
right,
a single
digit okay, right.
But this is our revise which means our check average na economy and it partly depends on the market system we practice and so the market system we practice no ubetimi aye ne so yema ejom fo
Emma Mutom, Jedifon, Hutom, so Sebe, Jedifon, be responding at the same measure, no? Na koyedin.
Yeah.
Whatever achievements are buying in terms of inflation, no? Say Jedifon in responding, Jedifon so say, dollar ni exchange rate na ye dey inform me Jedie, no? Bank of Ghana Nikita rating, and your behind the teams of 10 point something. Sikane
paper so the Bank of Ghana.
And so Sikane shall
relative ni dia wa
Okay. In the Bank of Ghana reported 14.7 under President Akufo-Addo no. Na Abuchi 4 ton almost 16. And then Bank of Ghana reported 10.4, 10.5 more baby. Abuchi ton 13.6, 13 point something.
Yeah.
And me at this day we mami nua Dr. Tufos and Dr. Siama World Bank of Ghana. Na me nua share cheche mu the fiscal rules are SF finance the na monetary side there say Bank of Ghana so play. Say Bank of Ghana na sa dey we cry the Bank of Ghana pona no say pe. One day me bon pa say Benya Bank of Ghana boss bi na say monetary system bi say o man ya. Sabe sika ye friend sika. E be stay within the bank. Ni ye de nkwa de ne mane mo bon say kwamna sika na e determine ye mum si ebedi ya na ye be bo form say o man no eno kra na eni bank ho
our man for
Ghana cedi no a sabe enye no na kire say ye be wu ana de be chen ana ye be da no
Enugu bank ho
dollar no a e wo so no kakra bi a na Ghana ye pe baby dua bi di eti akobomu no enu momu kra na eni under the control of Bank of Ghana me nka Dr. Siama Penso, menka Dr. Addison Penso, menka umu maba from Dr. Yemo Penso nyina me wafa Kwabena Owusu ne kwampe prano mumedi kan ba echi nyina na that problem was there. John Rawlings tried to resolve it so kaya and the money yes and the Goro boys nyina obe regularize yomo na koye from Zagra bureau forest bureaus forest bureaus by a licensing omo ye regulate omo still abochi pay for nchen. And from Abochi, who here $100 million of go to the bank. Honumbe choso system I say, and a network ateko. And a nearby the best sound or bank will be obey my dear son. Well,
threshold will me.
Unshi a bit that you would think say the bank is actually doing something for you to be trained. Yeah. Who better home as sumato? E bia to me da me na maker.
I see.
Me person me bo bank ni di. E was a kitchen hono.
I said the way actually.
So ba kwatu mu edum pen. Edum de na meti ho. Edu ba bi ni bank manager na kasa na fa phone frɛ ye. E ma bochi di motorbike wura ho.
Ansana.
E be kan ma me Bank of branch manager na nim sei. Na ma feria ma me ho se me ye Ghana ni mi che bank dem ma just abochi tra motorbike so
de aba
enti senior
rather osenka bank ho na abochi beje ko no akoche
che say so I was at 9 enti yes we may be doing some gains as a people but ejuma pa say me nua pani Dr. Siama no mo ye na finance minister boa omo ne because monetary don't mean fan so Dr. Forsen but omo Bank of Ghana for nejuma no omo anye no a hey, the people a man for no one more to abano, or more ton at dear Nankasano. You cannot deceive them with what you show on the TV screens. Because on no TV the end should be and Nakawana 10.5 or no more or so could you 13 and one 10 now Buchini would say, okay, oh, dear, why you winty a profit the same minimum than my mouth 13.5. Just walk or consider me. Ye trade just in your own toes and that's to suit Obi Amanonisika, yeah, crazy can say you. There's the dollar that determines us. Ghana, sabi lower income, middle income country. You new developed adi. Yesika obi and fine yafi. Utra hakoto go krobi anye. Utra to once sawa plau and now once sawa sampa na elubo na urem kwa Ivory Coast obi anye and so my Ivory Coast need dollar ni ade they cherish that sa sekano mum ye hano is not in the bank. It's a serious problem adi enya che ye be say so mpese Ghana ye stable partner exchange rate nya mfaso cost of living and empire sutimate cost of doing business etimate ba from ni ade a ye hwe hono mu ebeboa ye but largely so say introduction but largely no near finance minister beka any nyina to fa bone say na na menu ehia ka no they have been physically tight. In fact sika or promise yes and best say wo mine ho goods and services subsidies electricity then nyina no say 100% you are spending more 40%. So that's it. I'm never born in Iran. Say, some best 1,000 Ghana cedi. Say, me the be bomb who bra for busumi nsi edi kan no. 1,000 cedi no. Ma say me bomb who ka 400 cedis. And your friend and not you can say what tighten the belt. Tighten now to the extent say out of 100 you spend 40. Sa na me nua penny kind of foriata no ye. In fact, me said na most sister station multimedia joy news so near your analysis be say yeah. And na me show figures I may presentation I may both figures so na me of as a former finance minister and set. So I need analyze it. And the figures were figures that could not be disputed by the me of as a tepe. Enti ye kan ya mani be see say at that time, Nakan of Furiata was managing the economy better. But I threw in the question, maybe video it's still online. Yeah. I threw in the question, say, for how long are we going to be rigid? Say when you're 100%, overspend 40%. For how long will you do that? Now, Ghana, we see, if we decide to spend beyond the 40, a bay on say better 100%. No?
Yatra ntie de 40 no 100 no kaka ye we deal with
eco 50 yeah okay 60 ye ntimi me reported that say we have done a budget, we have stayed within budget. Yes start say
deficit bia
o better deficit ho na better
anyway.
And we choose to either be very rigid and release it, and then can say goods and services is in outstanding about 2.8 billion goods and services normal payments. Now about subsidies to interest credit, we are in arrears of about 5.2 billion. No about subsidies to lifeline consumers of electricity, and we are in arrears of about 250 million. Now about electricity and kasa. In fact, electricity and open mini ishaka. Ye pese economic adina ye no reflecting in the cost of doing business. Ma ejadi for ho to mo electricity inflation kwa. Whether it is IMF conditionality or then conditionality, the rate at which electricity price is increasing is 10 times higher than the rate at which the national prices are increasing. Times they do. Even 139% inflation. 139% inflation. Energy, electricity.
Anyway.
And also the businesses will be here they and we should find a way. In your IMFB, the question and so conditionalities in the I didn't if you say electricity nankasa won the generation transmission losses, revenue ayentimenjeje. Yeah, Jensua
on the shortcomings
and the cost of electricity 139%, in fact 10 times higher than the national average inflation.
Right.
Energy the soul of all businesses. Isn't it? Balance here. Media finance minister they have said here on this show say my best minister I have said this severally, and a lot of the indicators are showing say we are doing well as a country. My boy inflation, so my boy exchange rate, so my boy exchange rate no one come out inflation and so intimate reflecting on the market partly because it's not butcher price and no Bank of Ghana rate and all those things are playing out. But overall, no, make us say at force na yadi.
All right.
In fact, partly one man magic for crying say we are ready to be disciplined. But right. Discipline zone say you 100% to one man spending 40%. And I say other places will definitely be suffering. And as a case Ojemun Swaka spending 100 Mesreno, he should be able, he's a young man, he should be able to spend within budget. I may announce a deficit. Yeah, the answer is that.
All right. Thank you very much. Honorable Kwajo. I'm not going to pass him. Me pass him. Me and me said, my moody ni ya sabe beto me. Kwajo be diako banahene. Anya wa kwajo banahene be diako. Banahene.
How can it Benahene?
Banahene. Kwajo Banahene baby. Tam koheno. Sila kwa so akoyi.
So na Ambrose. Ko di mama zamu bi di nchiro.
Kwajo.
Aha, Santefo di ni.
Kwajo, enye kwajo. Kwajo.
Enye Benahene.
Ena Banahene baby ako.
Me say nim na e bi di ako.
Okay.
Nti Israel men na no dan na pe o
me fly no so ma dane no. Hono no kohwe.
Maboka.
Oh, but mami too. The media budget review no.
Me nye economies yo.
But at least so betimi aka.
Mo frame say I no my confused.
Oh, I don't know so confused. Sa economy na wo bottom.
Na so ojibu for sebi do kura to ase dey. E be mi say ona bo Ambrose gede num dey nam say akoyi on bezo mko opposition o.
On bezo mko opposition.
Ya me mu amuna mu nkoso nyeni say ya. The 2028 zetu jam kese makwanya. Ya so bi egum so. Kasa ya na ne ye no. Ya na ne ye no. Aka budget do a. O mfa konyen so. Me njem panifo mu tie ni minu ya mu a. O de konso mu nim. Ko so ma me accounting. Na mko ye philosophy.
Na saka krawo.
Kakra wo ni ho.
Kakra wo.
Tunu bo ati.
Be kase bi o language bi ma.
Eni kuro mu ze. Ni o making kai nyina. Amrantie bebiri omkodi teacher entuamka. Ababa mu. Bosuminsia. Ebinum koye nurse fo. Ketua no mai. Na no de ye. Adodan kwakufu adotaba na COVID esi ama wiase nyina dan ye yi nkrofo adie. Oto ketua mu 25%. Enso kana kana fo bofu. Dede ya dia ban manui 10%. Organized labor for near the be akara no atum. Na gada bre ni be akara no atum. Na so mo ni da. Light bo okosoro. Ensuo bo okosoro. What's inflation ni bafo? Na no de year you. Auditor General say sika 100 and almost
38 billion.
Mfa say 140 billion. Nenka ho. Me ko anam ka so kan o be resign. Ya kan ya no tum din. Wasam kase o de 2 MPP for so. Yo ko hwehwe ye hwehwe mu na sika twitwiri die de beto aban so. Eso bitim din ko court. Ye bi ko amadwendwen ho hwe se menya support wa.
So the only kwanya konsu.
Wa betu hana mo.
Yese menti ase o ma musika nyina twitwiri die ya odeta general editua okai ene nkofo anom ye adwuma yi na otimi pegya sika twitwiri de open people apam mo ntira na timi be yes international community bi eye rating ni ho ahwani akwan ma so rating America da kwano mtu bobondi wazo already
akwaba ye djuma ku na se akwa
wazo already Britain for that de bia bibimemu omu ye kwasa na microphone ko tuama no nu abakeke bibia kwato ho e basa apa na osika samasai na mane ato ti wasi ye abaje 100 wo magibie mu ka ho na 40% no spend there na manfo bom se mu de yedum why de beto yetrim to Ghana for trim. Ebe yes minority pia manfo zi ye. Nipa nu sade enso ni kuro mu ni sade na eba no. Anya de papa. Ko nkofo wo si tutu omo ka mo adwuma koso no. Hintu omo ka. 6 months de utimi nyigi bibia ma ho. So udua ba na time bi na udua. Ena nyini ena etwa. Tinomo keke dia ehwe omo omo de kwa ko jise 2028 no mbefira bam minimisa mampani ne finance minister amon pesa si din kedise be di president yo senso ba ko no ka ho
da ko be
chief of staff no
Julius.
Julius. And Bruni.
Bruni Ben. Eriko Poku.
I have. As I say, a chum. I have need.
I said, don't get any.
I said, don't get any Bruna Hafu. When we train the Bako free and Bako free, and no money in a since some of the vice president, minimum or vice president or Ghana, see a Tantinka. So,
rest you and home.
and you resign. Who body resign?
Or but also call your hospital bar. You must recoup gradually. Okay, get the M1.
Tina Messi Minims, you will be.
I saw you.
It will be.
I see.
Ah, okay. Tibia don't say the Bemano. Timampeni, if you on Beza baby boo. A man for Bofu. Send him a be or more, who. Edia Trabamau.
I never been no more and for dear no wolf one no more young. And when no be ye,
yet you wait.
No minority in at his forcing, you
say, yet to a Bama one way, you, yet to a Bama way. When your mother guy, yes, a cathedral. A man for Din Trossa. Go for this will be sit down in the Yanko Dias and the cathedral. That's a cathedral. 50 something million.
Say I do 97
from 78 to now could do 97. And I'm going international community man here, international audit firms. A man here, the consultant here, the Yampa. Yampa, not the back, Yampa. A Torgan of wood trim. As I'm not care to a gun of wood trim. And age my for Katrian and a galamsey, and a man for Nassau for demonstration, organized by demonstration. Galamsey. Nay, a whole national organizer, not in radio. So, I do a bit of machine. Jerry, I show them. Sandy mom de goes in up. There's a quite some joy. Jabotina, Otimi board, ye be a mudding. Musician for new me, and now no independence cream. What? Never my mum, you know, could you off your man? A body and not to go. Ghana for now the old two car. None mini I could was MJ for take a mono. Tokamono, the imbas and a cra. Si catch you at the Tokamono team. Mingas work with you. There's none on team. She know me in the idea, Rome, Fina, and and she be a baby curve. Now, man for I acquire into your mocha. Was a must spend 40%. A quan no quite JB and female females any. We have my young mooning in an area. It's mature 40%. The same your class a quine or mochiche or budgeting as antimemuka cracky 3% pay. Bon Benny. It's a vote to a year we did a cried in the dorsal.
Yeah.
A subsidy I can force about force you this. Sabi. On one to know Hano. And yen to a back. And yen interchange my yen to a back. Martin Wassam. Eh? What is that changing water?
I say, Ada buy or say obey. Ada obey she out.
I said, yes, Oban. Or no, that put the same fiapim. And in fiapim should say that. Timmy Bantam could a macatiano, obey him about 10 beer. May and mamma, bra, may, number in the gym. Yet to the signing or tie. Tell your budget in the mobile kinkai. In the annual parliament to Koha, you beat my answer ever so the P. 184 dear. And then I bet my end. What do you mean? They did have it to my end was a record. Then she has your Yamuye, teacher from Korea, Muslim to your mocha, moon for being and that's if we now quite they say a teacher from Korea, Diana, who's you say that somebody did, and I said, my allowance, Munchisubaco. Went to your and you hear more.
Anyway, but I say, Prof, my member Prof was on my bar honorable. Prof, my young room specifically. Now, young some of the things are occurring was especially with a big push. Big push the next 2-3 years. There, you know, also the next 2 years specifically. The construction of roads, 5,000 kilometers. Routes and the 166 constituencies and the all just every year every constituency will get 10 kilometers of roads in construction. Now, Yenshwe said, does it reflect the big push agenda as he put it in opposition? Tama Oba Obedi Aban so Oshada Eka ho ensem Eka big push in ho ensensem. And no, Yechimwa. Asante region there 3% no. Greater Accra any the keka ho 9%. Oko eye Otini voter 37%. And yede amam. You heard the big push and how well ebetimi aboa ema the visioner of Ampeni wono wetimi achieve.
Good. Yeah, enti mete saa asem no na mate ekyerɛkyerɛ nso nsɛm bebree sɛ sɛnea menua Kwadwo ka ye ya. Ɔse sɛ Ashanti region votes are the mind this in so near day. But yeah, can strongholds are Ashanti region a stronghold of the MPP. Even still. Enti no oba akɔhwɛ mu no na bia it's not about the number of votes. Na about the area and its contribution to. Now because the main person we politics free me nyɛ na master tier free hon. Because the hon na name say all drive it. Now NDC were 184 constituencies. So now the concentration is on some 166 constituencies. Enti your constituencies be on mo to abama NPP NDC ABA na ensheda like classical NDC seat. Bibi ne besi enti eba no analysis bi sa maybe the 18 na umunka constituencies ne ho no ebia eyesafo ne bia na ebi nso a 166 ebi nso ho no mo ebi mpa na ye ka say MPP nete so so on say no nti selection of some strategic constituencies. You see my nso bibi mfiri ha Ghana no yentimi developing nyina mbom preko enye yeda but
obviously our balance you at least you balance it somehow.
Oh yeah, this 166 is regionally balanced.
Okay, regionally is balanced.
Of course. Okay. All the 16 regions have representative constituencies.
All right.
Until regionally, the constitution requires a regionally balance. Regionally balanced is fine.
All right.
Until no, sir, 166 a selected constituencies are you be visible impact Yeah, kase ye no baabia e be wiase na hwete sam.
Ya nya hwe.
Na ye hu ba kokora de.
Yeah.
And the bisu ho no mu a onka enso na oye. Politics, the object is as good as the optics. In fact, the optics is even more required than the object. Many finance minister cry and can those 166 constituencies in Kwabena begu ho.
Obi who say hide physically in a year correct.
And can do and can be concealed in the books.
Okay.
Like I will publish the list. Now my constituency for no I expectant. No more share any mu say ye beye. Now the next opportunity be you be update and say target this year ni sunye. Ye ni say number 1 say 166 constituencies no. Say aban ni ye akwan no say akwan na ye umahia de na say aban ni ye ni ye. They will be happy with the government. They'll be happy with the government. Yeah. Say abane etoto papas no anye kwan no a na ehu say their names were published but eventually omukura ye ka say be kwan omukura ye anye aban be ka say wa anye wo ha no koye wo be fufura ye gini die enye because na sheda kan kura wonye ya na bibi but enye bone say ye were 275 constituencies na aban no ayi mu 166 so enye bone me ka say September January February 2017 I made this suggestion somewhere on TV. Now, nipa ni bisam say, "Mishia na Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Suddenly I saw in chair. What would be my advice to him as the president? The advice when I'm doing man every man team bu man successful." Then I said this. Me video in that. Because my response was that Nyankopon na mnyansa swear you 169 constituencies amount. Spend all the energy in you to develop those 169 constituencies. That was my advice. Host in say, "Oh, but Prof. Satana me a doctor. But Ghana is a unitary state. I said then I'm saying I mean kase omomaka yencho mumbo. The normal goods and services, national assignments, health, then nyina be so baby ah. But set tangible say be a big push. Yes say. So time no ban originally are balanced. Because now voter region na MPP will seat wo. In fact MPP nya seat wo me ho oti catching east or so mu ako and no sanso nya seat along the line wo hohoi as at the other regions in the na MPP will sit that into Nyamia selected 169 amount Ghana no pompo to me all the 275 in nyina to go spend all your energy on 169 na proof to Ghanaians say 169 constituencies in here me pese me A B C and D wo ho afia so mo nyina me enko ese ne amka en maya eno ne ye develop your mind President Rawlings baye ena ko fasi na nso say there are some constituencies be and as a fan say strongholds Volta Northern me develop ho e Ghana ena ka develop ho no mo pa na ka kwan ne ade nyom problem a anka President Mills ba anka otimi na ni hwe Central region na ko no so Central ene ne Northern kakra ne omo ne omu ye regions ni bi se bia 2 regions bi kra na nkotumi develop yanka ekọ President Kofo ba ye asante kakra na ne vice ye Northern hwa bia obi a hwe develop sa de no a anka ekọ na Dankwa Akufo Addo ye nka Eastern region nka musiki ye omafrim e bia anka by the time na Dankwa Akufo Addo develop Eastern and Ashanti no na nka e bia Volta no na de may need some upgrade renovation because at no bia ekoyi kakra hwe enye boni in my view minim say make am for brain menya adwen but say oni menya adwen kra ye ntimi develop 275 ni nyina mo at go we must select politics muno you must select people who are kind to you when it comes to the votes MPP nya the next opportunity a omunsua me hu 166 constituencies no but media ma adwen kire me say emu be 90% to 99%.
Beko baby a
unya ni votes.
All right. No wonder Ashanti nya 3.
Sa 3% me who say on social media bi mun so a contest sa 3%.
Honorable.
Good.
Honorable.
I'm the Manuel here.
You can continue. So you can tie.
So
my uncle Homer. Yes. Honorable Mami too.
Kodi. You see Honorable Anyade.
Let me say we are not.
Oh yes, some of them they play.
What the?
No, man, Jim Fem. On say Honorable by.
So young can answer, but they can answer you.
Honorable,
that's what also the attack in the Bible. They said,
"Oh, yeah, attack." I am for me controversial. Controversial. I think he was sincere with us. But you see, Adibu how was here, Honorable. And yet, a buy a pension or an agent say payment bill or encoso. If say it, before I buy we buy, you know. But you go. Oh, Debbie. No, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. Maybe. Honorable Nyabute. On say, Moye, dear friend, the domestic debt exchange program, 9th December 2022. And I'm catching we are here for and I say, Moon Nisika, maybe Tria. Minor did. And since 2022, Nana good for the abandon in Triaka. But then I come out here. It's say Abani can say Uniska. Inti a can then cause Abani Triano. Ye piano na call Nenim. Send your bear Satan, Abani who be hand on that. Why they also ye? But was what I say. It was a make us and me catch it say about we buy a first quarter. Pension for bonds, I know say you are more buying entry and what you are 10 billion Ghana cedis.
A Honam Busa say, almost say they laid the foundation for everything to be paid. And I no. Okay.
A dear foundation na ule. Primary so I balance negative. The widest deficit.
foundation no if it was strong enough say MPP debate to yasa sika no and go betina sia suffer politically from it.
Oh say me nimu de said the owner me economist but I know say bibia what time I mature.
Okay, so
bibia what time I mature.
Maturity.
What declare bankruptcy say would niska with debate here. This was in 9 December 2022. The IMF program factor into the program.
Yeah.
I ban we na ban a toa or jijino. What did be a tone chanya or the tweetia saka?
It's 7 months and what me I just out to on the tria.
But what say
7 months no.
Okay.
And what me I just out to on the tria.
Good. I like this discussion. I ban we buy or beto. Mbacho.
On a bacho jam.
I'll
give you the chance.
About we buy number 2. Your friend is a goods and services account. Now MPP are buying a budget here. Ujano. But also what I say. And this is buying so on fine your goods and services. Your friend be environment in account. Obed dining on Quantano or the year before for the above mine. First tranche of those bonds or 2 or the bin a year the that was prudent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they now so they call goods and service. Or no, was it there be in front of Yaka? We hear State of the Nation's address. Our man, Penny John, the man, Mama, Baudi, Kamaya. On my timelines, a car MP for a bogu on Abawi Edbitia. My car just September way as part of the external debt. No, sent to another 10 billion Ghana cedis. Next 2 years, 2027. In total, bet you have 50 billion Ghana cedis. Yes, you can be for your media or more coin this abani betua. Sassy canning in an carbon between the aye be fufro. But a memo the iron yen to us one to us with. It is a honorable casse. Yentua a jume forka, yentua teacher forka. But then you refuse a teacher for the demonstration. Your catcher almost say, Ampa, your farmer, you are mamma letters. And so you are mamma financial clearance. And Professor Smart to him say, as I be funny parko be adwuma no. I saw plan says any pay si car it be more market. Yam funny pe mu adwuma bra wo ni kwan abefa so betu omka.
To say abani me no one can because the MPP government came out say on mama financial clearance. And nama bontiana. Yes.
No me pacho. Oh please. And route on about to force. Professor Masapon, yes, one of the areas about abatra ni projection salaries.
Yes, sure.
Was it wabatra base 1.2 billion Ghana because oba no wabehu say ya fank of bibiri adwuma e bia omo opposition omo abam so ya fa ni patent adwuma ye behu ye na nye 10,000
yeah.
And ye change me mo nye dey enko from ye Ghana for say for adwuma but was what you say nti omo ye validation no omo ya fa omo kwan papa so nyina no
you were cleared.
Yes,
okay,
but so them can what you say enti honorable edumi bia information ye man ko but you see ade we me ya na manka na medi atro ye ya me na ye say this ya ban mpe Asante region asem enti na akwan no ye se 3% ema ore mfi say big push jumadi no enya akwan ko a
the other projects
na ye 24 priority projects na minister no obubodi.
Yeah,
there's a modernization of the Konfanoche teaching hospital because big push na about infrastructure enya kwan but I said they can what you say and I near can say see ya kwan wo Greater Accra Asante for ye nyusu bi aban say oye a free tema runabout ko Akosombo. Professor Smart dey be out and kwan only say utimi be do tema runabout fa ha ko fa afenya ko fa mataiko betumi dey be 4 hours
traffic is
yes betumi dey be 4 hours. There are certain areas Ghana I was so mark on na dey to one more you have the same problem with Ashanti region na the biggest infrastructure project ever Ashanti region this yaban the KJT market $298 million mbacho project ya wie si ho amount mi commission ye ntua hwe na contractor ne de sika de si ho chirin sa Opa ebetumi are very far from contractor Brazilian facility na ideas project and the biggest infrastructure war Ashanti region no ever capital project na ndc na ye na yes kwan no ye o se minim denominator on fire mu de nya. It's 3% no. Na me stars. No me can say why. But if that denominator be on nya ya, we go nya 3%.
As a oboba pe biu the outer ring road no boy.
So I was saying we was saying can say there were 55 stalled projects here. Abano share and also aban be riska aide MPP aban share aban riska there. Mama one typical example. Swame interchange. Say MPP abano je ho besia. But o man fa besia na anye kwan no. Economic difficulties in the buy no more the year at the fufu. Do you say president of the commission? Also be commission.
I say kwan so mo nya wie no commission.
Dabi, no. Obekate so.
I know say omoye they omokate sold a long time ago and sign omoye because kwan before concern omoye. They were there. They were constructing it. The issue is that the issue is that before Amoko no na omoye. Enti omo be free about so the construction was ongoing. Tell me a question.
Me told your hands about easy. And I did tell ya me kan ya na nkofo entiase. Sika be na dey.
Sika be.
Me so wo se no
mo. So makwaje bosia. Ya man fine. Enti sika be na mo dey.
And I'm say sika be na dey.
Enti bosia na mo kwaje ye no.
Ya me kan say. Ye wo sa project ni free ahima kokoben ko anwan kwande. No, and the man was also make come Debbie. A free kokoben ko anwan kwanta. On say ye beto aba no. 2020 pono mudi omo pam kofo nyina omo aye se omo aba ma eko. Budget bi ana so. But so am dey say government of Ghana project. Ana me boa. Omo je besia no bank ya government of Ghana project. But ye nim. Professor Smart, government of Ghana sika no. Etuya salaries, interest payment. So
you are saying on record, says Kanomoji somebody year kwan no man fine.
Me bo, salaries, interest payment, and statutory payment. We know about 70% of government of Ghana IGF nyina. 30% no. What the project be to government of Ghana
best of
project in best of best story.
Okay.
The same for free in Sawam. Eko of anko project na Maripoma no e can 55 stored project aban person o pay special attention na oye any bypasses no say dem can what you say and isi enyese project no wa shase na wo ye ne beto aba na before years anyoma no be across the country a free food eko bebu and udru bo food Mfuturo achi krona ma enwanwa because near beto abanti and breaking the 8 now I say ye sha ase ye akwan se na be yankofo enti time bia meka se MPP aban na kufa no ba mi aban ye beto 2024 aban no omo ye sa moku ya obehwe ni ejuri ha sika ye ni budget line bia abe albatros asen aban we ko but so what you say na say ye din hihye egu kwam ni ahwese be solve that problem Professor Smart o kan atufo se ne report wa what they buy no averagely over the next 12 years sika Ghana betimi anya free and bilateral creditors were $250 million. You know why? Because of the external debt exchange program no yeah because World Bank am ceiling say e kana ye di kaji bebre nti de betimi anya $250 million for key infrastructure. Enti eno na afibia na ban o teacher ne nkakra ma sa stored project ne se na be ya ye betimi di inside the akeka.
Okay.
Say dem can what you say.
Matuase.
Enti say ye ma Ashanti region 3%
to say
sa adwene na say honorable mo ka de propaganda say MPP mpe
NDC
mpe Ashanti region for asem. De mpese mo achieve one no. But ye nyina ye nim say enya de aye no kure.
But that's it. Member honorable na minti ono so. Honorable.
Me ubom di kasam zara na we asa. Say say na be me wo me twimra odi. So am interchange asema ka se kwaje bosia e de akofa he. Ende nka bon ko hwe.
So we also have the class say your friends and UOG program.
Enti bosia ne kwaje de ko he. O propaganda no we dey maybe say. Aka mfie miensa ane kakra. Don't me say ya we defend this no me dey kogu. Wo chiche kwai. Gana ha sika akoye o mo pri. Ni kase am a good board. I say at the end say 800 say Martin mu kunkrofo momento monopoly. Ne mo pe na mo de je because obi ntimi nto. O mfa so de kotogo amba yire wo mo no maje. Na de kotogo agore. Oh. Obi de disika ko tesika akọ. Most about to gold board and your bonnet at the Bobo's canon. Come back ye, send a situna bonteno, and yes, it's here. Sadness or tunnel. If you will be to cobontino the cock among near, when you're in fast war. Then some person whom you are gonna for, Nagalamsey, I'm dear demonstration here to a Kufuad and MPP. Mobile moody dimu. Oh, no, the Galamsey for one. Tigalamsey for me, and I know they, Nencro for ye did day. That I know you man and yes, say an echo you. What I say? Into me, they made me feel say big push. That cry. Oh, not a 9 year who from 2012 to 2016 year who.
Also a different person. Oh, we are resetting John Hammer.
Resetting any. Resetting any. And I'm you live before the delivery back. Hey, now they do cassette, you're really impossible. Yeah, they are ready you.
So I have been pushed. I have been pushed.
I find a budget to move. What the question for? Because I am and to first I am boys, 7 boys, for that Albano Shifita. Nay, you could turn. I'll bring him in Kakra, Makasa. At the first, and the Musu Pigeon exams Ghana for. Muyo, and I know they was cocoa about the cocoa at the back, starting. No, huh? And you have to force him.
Okay, some media budget to be ready.
And you have to force him.
Okay,
and there's some okay, Mujidi. Madam, but I'm betting me a jetty.
I don't need.
Hey, near Anoma, I'll just ask the origin in background. No, you near movie painter. Was it Mudiko because sister and a good for you to see a queer for? Oba ya matum zain mesisika akọ nkrofo abere omo ho adi jeje etu omusika akọ woto a na fa ho 400 zain na mo de ko eno mo de ko he me say omampani obeso omo nko opposition ombeko
ti di ombeke kan wo
ho no na sa de fu anto aba
big pushing as if you obeke kan ni
na ya anto aba mo di drama ne tonkrofo trimu eni entu aba ebedu so ko ne big dem epusi sa na da na ehunu twam agro no ene form na wo che kwan a vote nya we greater kra ye de doso wo che kwan 3%. Oh, mami kama se
Muka pretty is honorable.
Yes, dokuna to share there. And dokuna to us. Dokuna to share there. Yajimi yenim.
So aboard the areas, some of the areas now acquired the Beko. Edu Ashanti region, hold on. Ashanti region, about just outer ring route. And what this see
Nano problem no chance here.
No, I'm talking about roads. We're talking about roads. We're talking about roads.
Okay, sa outer ring
road. What's that me time area man.
Every na ni kilometers no.
What's inside?
What time baby dey.
Oh, Mr. What's that man.
Me yan ko no bo me too.
What man carry you.
Ono me too.
They say support to that na.
Hey. Ono me too. Me too.
3% no so de maye. Enye hwe. Se na de ne yankoto aba. Yakoto aba no mka nchen a. Kanya 3% because adodan kogufu at the time. Ekwan na bu. Na kwan ebu asantemam. Na bu ogana man ba bia ne ayeko. Eduru nkwan ade so de wayi bi afiri mu. Minua professor ayekasai. He parliament wono. MP bia wo ho bia pebibia konukro.
Yeah.
Committee o ho nti. O ya de no a. NDC for kra no. Oso so mo bi wo so e Ghana for. Now you say, be a half one to Obama, and as on go with the no. Because yes, I near no. Can you be a co-voter region and can go? But they are also Ghanaians. For me, you're two Abani, we are.
You're all Ghana.
Yeah, can you Puntua? My morning in a Benyan Faso free home.
Yeah.
Of course, you may look at Nimo be a critical. I didn't put to me in a be. What I say, but major areas, dear. So, yeah, dear. Now you are moving more. Now, the so position. And the bumpire almost said, no, person, my yano.
Anyway,
now my yan is ye intimate. Your mamma to us. You catch there or more. A MP before Bufu or Manco Toba. And Tron and Crofui, and this for dear. Bibre, a tro, some qua, Nakuva do years ago, Cathedral Hall. Nams Mampany, Peso Fesica. A himba no to me Fesica. Now I saw down so. Report you by in case someone did trouble thing. Near who's a report to be Cathedral some no. They are dear organ in Yana. Mudia see. On by Chief Justice, ya Chinsu a friends in Tonto. Yeah, Pamon didn't. And I matter as my coy, will be already penny for attempt as a warrant when you're quite with as a Pamano. No more set the record there too. Or China, Adria's what? Oh, Massa, I said me, I make him in cow deal. Many I make a more budget, maybe some economists. Maybe economists, not maybe economists. Tell them to become.
You move on to the next one.
Be a deep and for Ghana for you at the judge for me. Yeah, where you are. Yeah, we will gather some day. You may say, a bit of Mampany of a Zoom co position. No more be a dear Zoman Nasi 2028 on Bako.
Anyway, maybe not.
Let me crack a gold board. No, gold board number. Minim say be a buy and chair, but. Akin to cocoa board. At submission when me somewhere in 2022. I want to believe say I mean it will say will be a near gold board money. Say no many share marketing of gold and internal marketing of gold. But the main work of cocoa board and internal marketing of cocoa omushe ekwan afa so awudia cocoa no obeti as fertilizer me wo fa punimu asem ni ade
supply
they do all those things
also
they do
omo share omo small scale miners na so
gold board back up na ma dwene ne say say ni major one of the major focus say gold board is environmental sustainability because gold no so Jano it's akin to cocoa board cocoa board it is part of but obeti gold board I think that their major focus now is on the gold, the
purchasing of gold,
marketing of the gold. And I make us say a beginning. I'm sure say they may roll on the rest at the but the major tax and case move pay and say the environmental sustainability such that one for kwampaso kura to gold when say yeto
gold
professor me okay the jaka
because of
any pay crofo am buy akwan we have so atosisi crofo nkwa no moye
me da say
no rock up na price
akwan have so atosisi crofo
nkwa o sha de ase fofra me nua Ambrose neti ase in fact ye market entry fofra so would the incentives na enter market
this is
what I say practical ram you for at the BNC that we ram no so to me set a bono crank above a bono beton I think say more of abuse of power and I say who exercise the state power now into the determined price price at the first entry of market as a board should have been an incentive type of price.
Not disincentive.
Not this incentive type of price. You know, they consider. But no man say cocoa, dear no, cocoa, betwaba no yatum. na kuafo na di yawa afo bia na fe ni atum e ba ne sa say na ka say it's like cocoa board no amafo be hu achi say oh ye de no so be politics.
All right. Thank you very much. Kildi, what is the difference between illegal and legal mining? Those called legal miners, are they not destroying the land? Or the question I will be saying no. Legal mining for no more mra mo di so nti eno ho nsem no. So good in Kildi. Solomon Jagri Wogunsu. MPP is blaming His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the issue of galamsey. Asked them who created the community mining. Again, why didn't they fight when they were in power? And now they are fighting His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who didn't promise to stop galamsey, but trust His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he will surely deliver. And also at the end, we as a good evening, Kildi. I bet you this NDC government will never fight or stop galamsey in this country. They had massive support from the galamseyers at all the galamsey areas. If galamsey will stop, then the TUC, UTAC, CSOs, the Catholic Bishops Conference, media and others should put more pressure on the government than they did to the MPP government. Kwame Owusu Ena Odiwe Abraham. Lawrence Wacheke Buche was a new Australian Quanta. Was say the media budget review was empty. Okay. Ono Eddie Enono. Good evening, Kildi. Politicians will never change. Hey, illegal mining. Ibrahim Mabwa is my friend. His nickname is IB. Please, my bro, sir, stop sharing money. Oh, it is not good. La MPP and this. Be careful. Kwachi Edward Neza were just Domia Bra. Say greetings to all listeners on audio. Mr. Host, we the newly recruited university teachers having been captured in the budget, the Ministry of Education and the Finance Minister have deceived us. If nothing is done, we will show them the exit in 2028. This is from the newly concerned university recruited teachers in Ghana. Ono Eddie and good evening. Andrew Boatin Pentenier Kodie. NPP suffered under so many heads of corporate organizations. How come Accountant General Department could not do proper mathematics to balloon Ghana's debt? They intentionally did that to give NPP a bad name for Ghanaians to vote against them. Next time, NPP should check all those who are given such responsibilities, being district level or national or whatever level. Ono Edia or the Abraham. Honorable Mamisha said this time in free honor. The exoneration and I said the discontinuation of case and they Attorney General Meka Uni Bank and who answers some say and they nipa mo involved no 60% to me etimi a recover enti omon form dey and no a threshold omre to
me say
you know so problem
they say obi a pe utu to ade the ball ho bai
and say
so bi ball kro no a ne go drew court for no ma e hwa as o e wi a no e wa mfani nyina ntini aka de gyan nipa no aye den na sase wetimi si Ghana ha yenya mai aban ya oba ya asem wo court nyina friend is for eni nipa omo diga na dwum bia pam ho nanso ye chibie ora na bai no eja ya na
enya ye
we so ra ho
Obis ameboa
na hanko yesi obi 100 na otu yesi 40 fa kodi ade na ekire
Attorney General Krono no ehwe ora so
ya mabunu omo bai ya che mabunu ade na ekire omo ma me nkwa mu nam e wo ho akora ko de nsa tumu a ka de bi shere nim na se ne kuta no fa mame no ade ne kuta no ne ase ne wo se kokokore
menko ye bio
me say mampani only team no obese ndisi ko position commando for and omo mo ka ho nyina e party for ntra omo be affiliated to us ye beto obai omo ye no mabo anti ye omo support ye de mo kofi akodidie na bank no enza nko gugu biem ye ni yo me say ye chinsamra no a benefit ye aye ho ndisi chinsamra na dia benefit ye ho na beto gold kura ai na won hwe kwampapa e fa tutu gold no ufuti ya na woto na woto so kura so ne nkofo to na bonte wasa atete so e oso wudi pia bonte amabo
osa ko gold board ni biu
asa ho nyina ka ho akwa mo fa so mu sisi Ghana fo e die yankopon hu ye mobo yankopon hu ye mobo bosumi nsia panie kaye ye di asem ni wie no Yes, assembly any ho difa ankodi. Yes, I can no. Na we the 4. Na so 60% no de yetimi age ne aka no fakodi. Nti ye kire se maburu no amoba no. Say ne pese ye kire wo.
Is it not hard time say you share yen is quite fast to prosecute assembly because it looks as if say one more Sebio, you who some corporate and some those at fault, no. They have ways of maneuvering the way to do baby na a beer. Those prosecutors now I stack.
Oh, you know, you better about a arrangement. Yeah. Money no can say mini we need a pajama. And get beyond the cost of Ghana.
I see.
None until no got you to me. So won't me a day. Yamazu go. I could do for us 1 phone 6 million. 6 million, 10 for 50 million toso. What will be that? Say, will be a 6 million or the cash 6 million. Yeah, the 50 million toso. Or and I'm a can say.
And one wakano.
Or yeah, Chinkro says, I wouldn't have more. Near swell. Would you fear? I don't take me as well. Come you near Mansuki Crow. Me say, almost some good position. Neba, see ya.
Kakra.
Neso de nyame aseso mo yende service amamu de omu hunu so. Omu hunu so. 3% akwan o de man asantefo. Bonde be ne yaye. Asante man bonde be ne yaye.
Anyway.
Say ya nkoto abama owini ye. No aba. Kakura ka be dada ye. O ti ase. Appointment kro me kro mama ye. Enso vote enye vote kitwa.
Anyway, mamno no ba she ho na minti ono so. Honorable. The Unibank issue. A certain threshold of 60% yenya enti omo maka no omo fo mo nkonkodi
me pese me any di me ka ti for say ensema ye kanyina ye economics
enti
honorable say oni me economics
yenya no wo tie le de no
say o say oni me economics enti me pese me kai ahwefo ni ati fo bi ansana mato
samum
ase ono ane kai ono no odi na asemba
o ba say sansam no kai no nyina man fo nti
o say oni me economics enti ukoti aye de
anyway me ento so
and they make any you see there are 2 schools of thought na baako feel say okay say obi eba under criminal prosecution ya yema no custodial sentence ebi nso feel say say criminal prosecution as a result of sika na bi akodi nipa ne ho a no man hia sika no a ada na yenye sika ne free nipa no because ye de kotumu a oyare a o man ne behwe no ye man aduane odam o man sika de ahwere and even in the law no eduru mi bi a o man no pene ma ye de friend plea bargain so ka ya
atuesian ya
atuesian MPP for na de kotum na banking sector clean up because na Bank of Ghana man of the friend liquidity support ne bank no hwe ase na Bank of Ghana amani sika say on fan shop bank na sene na liquidity support no technically abane de manwa enya abane de abio loan because your man liquidity support bank no ugina wona so a I say utua sika na de ma aban na aban say ato esin wa ye sika no basa anti ye de ko gina court ansa na ye de ne sentencing no eba no ye de conviction no the conviction eba before sentencing no na oni attorney general satan go freda me honorable ntina me kan we hia say wo sra sika no opeso ye de otua ukaya omama no timetable a onfentua otua bi but when the me ntua de aka no mde ko tum but just what you say e kire pepe say nya da bia na under such cases ni yedi nipa no ekoto afiase
yeah
analogy anyway ni adekro
ay adekro
60% ndi
ho no kaba no de jan
ay adekro
maninwie
me say omoni atuesian eko plea bargain
maninwie
ana omoma na timetable say emre bi do abedi kan tua 40% emre bi do abetua 40% emre bi do abetua 20% na wo de awie wo di kan tua first 40% no ontimi tua de aka no mde ko tum ajesen ko timi ko so tua ya kanya de anke be ende ye de betum
sane ko betua 100% ni nyina
na we owura kwa bena du fo nya so ontua ni nyina ho wanya 60%
yeah
mbajo so ati ase so wontimi amfa de aka na ama obeko
na say also on continue case so why then would the attorney general be baba
so eba say make
on me twa case say and I don't know man nko ho
enchechire muni ni enchechire muni ni wodi kan tua 60% what the ejapade ne nyoma bi akyere se manya ntua
mo fante
abana na evaluation awie
okay
imagine say dem kan what you say
okay
why MPP aban na ho na o say banks bi wo ho a o ma ho de na yede ekofom ndi wo yede ogunu even na Bank of Ghana World Bank aye de friend asset quality review o say banks no edumi bi ayen keka bi yen consolidate bi o mo ye the same thing in Nigeria say e begu bank ne de na no ne de twato okra nka ni say yede ye ko problem ana o na say na ni nyina 9 billion Ghana cedis and MPP aban honorable defendi wo mo de 25 billion Ghana cedis egu ye friend say banks ni nyina na say na obi betua sika mo man no nsa aka what the kind say 25 billion ye koso aboka biu but just me come atiase aban we opposition say banks are any ahode no be so masene oni say budget ikura papa iko kan ye wa ma NIB 2 billion Ghana cedis say NIB na asi ni trase no ye mfa nso na sene but just me come
that's we no try some masene still anemfa anameboa
and I say Bank of Ghana be asset quality review no say be good banks na de na we akire kura so o me banks mienu ana me ensa and on be hia mo bia yen kan mom ne yenye de ye mo say be good because bank World Bank hu say wugu no say nkofo adwuma afro me ni nyina kan na mo lose election no
but there are other banks from consolidate under the MPP area
so
the question is that other na we mu de egu
so consolidated bank say a product of such consolidation and but say yen so ye ka say bi ye friend say political where say do agongo in Heritage Bank yanka say onye liquid o yanka say oni sika o yes say do agongo or standard trial in the opening matter onye fit and proper say running bank. I mean, how could we have said that? But just what I said. And the honorable way ayemra and yes propaganda yes and your propaganda na wo ye na yeah it is the law the law allows
threshold almost set a threshold
because money at waste and the same arrangement when me meeting na mo too and we dey oyan propaganda on na wenye what dey happen here ya
my remember prof na prof you have the final say to them too prof me too prof me too economic yes also o se kuro bi echi na o yes on the economics
that's all now obi are accounting budget monitoring and evaluation in fact unfortunately my thought can out of resources and yes Anka, we have to take the things that have been mentioned one by one from January now book and research allowance I be do anasa time so mbeti in September
prof you trust for want of time prof yanko wadaruma me pacho honorable pacho meso honorable meso honorable me pacho prof you trust I micro of yanko
me pacho on the matter of adino me offer Kwabena for you see politics they be American the object and the optics ye won near senior na menu ahia kano ni nchire mu ni den but the overall picture in say and the overall picture in say there are 5 cases involving NDC party ma the Attorney General of all the options that he has chosen nolle prosequi. Number 1, nolle prosequi. Number 2, nolle prosequi. Number 3, nolle prosequi. Number 4, nolle. The optics is bad. The impression out there is not good. The impression out there is not good. Especially on the back of what another option say. CCN, you are in power. Attorney General now or prosecute case, say fan say no your opposition or your MPP ni na no prosecutor wo wabe wo your NDC ni or party for you may offer some guidance and counsel and then do whatever you can to make sure that the case goes to its logical conclusion. Case is nibo hokra now it was on its way out of the court already. They say me to force in DAC. It was on its way out of the court.
Me pacho, Miss, honorable gentleman, honorable Miss, me pacho.
And I'm making. Until I make say that case was on its way out of the court. But has Dr. Ayene declared null prosequi on it? So that if it was a case non-existent,
why then you come back?
And I'm say the optics na me dem show. Sabi ya THA ne be hu sa asem aniaka. The options there for Dr. Ayene no Mesrese going forward, especially for politically exposed people belonging to the party NDC, or making sure so be to adult and it's not only prosecute also. And in the it's my candid opinion seriously. Ominia penny opuni case na a course no. Me say me can I'm me shakra never the same platform so. I admired the defense of the lawyer. Fantastic. Minim lawyer no. But I senior fantastic. Just technically, he was actually dedicated to the case.
Yeah.
Yakwakoye forensic report the aba. If I fertilize and name maybe who. Otimi search yako who say forensic report in there correct. But near forensic report on accredited. When you're qualified.
You
do court or no? Yeah. Not table. Oh yeah. This is defense. And the lawyer and the case was a very competent case. It could have been seen to its logical conclusion. Free so no prosequi ma discontinue. I'm not interested in the case again. Say Mrabe no ato or attorney general or who kwai Mraman who kwai so check case is being na odi case
constitution man who
what you say Mr. No doctor you know you're senior lawyer uni me of a Dr. Dufo di cry here when the case was active in court una na a lawyer. Yes. The firm. Okay, upheld.
Yeah.
We know a critical file. We are critical. One was a controversial. Critical. You who was the leader of the firm and what be attorney general. Ukra nanka what position to guide in the court and yet sabi yadi anuka abontin say ai obi awies garden then court has a different no evidence based and the way you prosecute your case you told the way was some papa was me wom pass one prosecuting here you can lose the case and think our position to offer proper guidance especially to be now firm crown and managing the case to what is the public impression. If it comes out and say, oh, now me offer me Penny Martin Pebu comment. Who now a member of the committee of ORA? Who say a man for be a politically exposed people a USK oh kojini nyinaba. Yes, me offer Kwabena for doctor. Sika no yenye so we akwa discontinue case yenya kakra half a loaf is better than none. What kind of double standards is that? Yeah. A very good impression of politicians. Yeah. Ebemo going forward. People will not take politicians even more serious because ebese mrano enye obi a neche no o pesa o dodge mra ana say unya 40% de kofi ekodia fa ho bata party bi ana say o pesa ye ba yitwa case mu no le prosecute fa ho bata party bi unya so no bi de ho ko bata na chinye bi ko. What kind of impression are we putting out there?
Thank you very much national
services kano MPP for who knew who say no more party to an kakra and so
there's a difference between the and you.
Why does he not go ahead and prosecute?
There's a difference between that one.
Many share analysis be say Dr. Dufo or property equivalent the 40%. Is that what Dr. Ayene said?
No,
that is it. No,
Dr. Ayene or property me say Dr. Ayene me of Dufo ye nim no or bo brand ne kuma Dr. Dufo nyene or property in excess of sikana yesi ejini nyina we cry the business so we have to separate the business
entity from the personality.
Yeah. And you are not doubting the capacity of Dr. Dufo. You mean Dr. Dufo nyene former governor.
Professor Smart. The reason I want to be separating the business and they say Nothing where criminal, and yet the civil side of the case.
My time is up.
criminal.
But that's it.
Would you advise? Maybe my last question is: if you were to advise Dr. Yene going forward on politically exposed people, would you think that discontinue?
No, you see, the American say, avert your mind to the reasons are Oma. You need and give us steady reasons.
Thank you very much. Because the reason. Thank you very much.
You see the reasons, you have no objects in politics, but then reason, your reason against somebody else's reason, and then then a bunty final impression. They say we pass and can NDC penny or ya.
Ka ibejan.
Anka ibejan na.
Can say ye any party ya prosecute ye ni your own.
That one
Abuga Pele ye ni prosecute.
Thank you very much. Honorable Ambrose, thank you very much.
NDC for buy.
Thank you very much. Medasi Honorable Kwejo Banahene Bediakom Medasi Meda Honorable Andrew Asharafe Professor Smasapon. Thank you very much. Na yada malam ya yona shake media de bro messages in any team kai mo fanche at appropriate time we will meet again and talk about them. Kwabena Owusu Dankwa ya kramo ene enyumrei. Bye bye.